All right, so we're starting under the sink. That is the drain going to the disposer. Now your disposer can be a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. If your drain hose is not routed correctly, you will have water dumping from the disposer into your dishwasher, and also you'll have an odor. So we are going to disconnect it and we're going to reroute it, but I always like to flush out anything in the line just because it was routed incorrectly. So you will get some sediment that has started to be built up because it's very difficult for the drain pump to push water going up with sediment. But I had a little bit of spillage, as you'll see shortly. No big deal, part of the job. So the issue with this dishwasher is the user is not coming on. Another problem is you can see that dishwasher, the door is not closing properly. I will fix that again for the customer. And we're turning on, but nothing is happening. So remove the kick panel, 2 1/4-inch screws, and remove the padding. Now a voltage, non-contact voltage tester. You can use that. Find the harness that goes from the board up to the user, and you can touch it and you will get voltage. Voltage normally means the board is supplying power. Now we're going to plug in my test harness. As you can see, the unit turns on. So the issue is your user is not responding because it is not working. The power going to it is good. The user is not. Now here's my situation where I was flushing any sediment out of the line before you reroute it. You never want to reroute a drain tube or hose with sediment that has built up because it will continue to cause a restriction, and if your pump can't get it out, you will end up with a no drain and eventually could burn your pump. So we're closing the door and we're going to press cancel and we're going to hit drain. Also, guys, if you do have a dishwasher identical to that, now we just rerouted the hose, as you can see. Ideally, I like to go from the top down, but when you have a loop, your loop is just as effective. It works. The water cannot, gravity will stop it. It will not actually descend to the to the dishwasher, or from the dishwasher to the disposer. The pump will force it up and you'll have that layer or that P-trap effect. All right, so that is done for that. So now you know you need to replace your user, or depending on your situation, the main board, which is right under the right corner of the dishwasher. It's what the user is plugged into. Also, be mindful of how you load your dishwasher. I was explaining to the customer how important it is for it to be routed correctly. Now the unit is draining. I was mentioning how important it is to load correctly. You can see that straw that could get into the pump housing, so be mindful of things that could hit the wash arm as it rotates. Check your pump and filter housing area. Clean your filter. I always open those and check and tell customers to clean them. Dishwashers do get filthy, so you want to make sure you keep everything nice and clean. I will list a link. It's called citric acid in the description, and you can do a wash. It will keep your unit nice and clean. Also, under the door, there's a seal. You want to make sure you clean that as well. See that door? It's not closing, so we're going to actually level this dishwasher for the customer. That's the board, in case you didn't know where it was. Gonna plug back in the old connector. And sometimes unplugging them will reset them. In this case, not today. Also, unplugging power going to the unit from the wall, which is that plug, is also another option. Unplug it, 2 minutes, and see if the user comes on. Nothing. So the user is bad. Alright, so we're going to level these legs. Enjoy the rest of the video. Just getting this leveled. And as you can see, perfect. Thanks for watching.